All right, folks, we are ready for our next run. We have Toaster Party and Starry Teapot running Overcooked 2 Randomizer.
Hey, so happy to be here. I'm joined here by my lovely wife.
Hi.
We're going to be playing Overcooked 2 for y'all, but not just any Overcooked game. We're going to be playing Randomizer. So, on top of all of the chaos that this cooperative couch party game has packed into it, we also have just a bunch more stuff thrown in there, like, you know, can't dashing unless you pick up an item, can't throw unless you pick up an item, random levels, so we have no idea what levels we're going to be playing today. It's all off the cuff, it's a lot of thinking on our feet. It's going to be a lot of fun, so I think we want to jump right in. So, Reggie, if you want to give us a countdown.
Absolutely. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so the first thing that's on our minds here is that these levels that are flipping over, we have no idea what they are, and we're going to try to figure out which one we want to start with. This is going to kind of set the mood for early game. So we're looking at level previews here to be evaluating what we think we can beat the quickest and get the most stars on. I think we're feeling 1-1, or Kevin level 1, so we'll jump in there, and the chaos begins. So there's a lot of strategies, there's a lot of levels in this game, a lot of strategies to learn, and that just kind of multiplies exponentially with these randomizer specific items. So normally we would be throwing each other items and kind of relying on a set cycle. We can't do that because this is randomizer, so we're having to do a bit of improvising just to kind of get everything prepped when we need to. So normally she starts with some plates on. Yep. She starts with some plates on her side, but I'm having to do some watching at the start, which is normally how this goes. So the gimmick for this level, it revolves around this platform, going up and down. I gotta get you on the plate. Let's see. Alrighty here. Okay, so then one thing that we're pretty much always trying to do is serve the leftmost ticket at the top. So if you're not familiar with this game, right, the orders come in right to left, and you get a certain tip amount for serving an order. Yep. Let's see here. So some levels take a bit more brain power than others, so if I'm a little lost for words, I'm trying to multitask here, but yeah, serving items, my bad. Serving items outside of that order does get you points, but in the long run, you end up earning a lot less.
Being a live community game,
Oh yeah.
the way that the randomizer works for this is
Nice.
Toaster has taken the world record for a given stage and the difficulty for the point thresholds for star getting, because levels have 1, 2, or 3 stars that you can earn from them, is based off of a percentage of that when you randomize this in Archipelago. Toaster, what is the percentage of world record difficulty for this?
Yeah, so it's configurable, like you said. So we're playing on 50%. So what that means is that for us to get the maximum amount of stars in a level, which is 3, we have to get 50% of whatever the world record was at the start of this run. So,
You need to shrimp.
yep, thank you. Oh. And here we might see... Oop, we got really close to seeing what happens when Deathlink kicks in, but we had a narrow save there, so... thank you.
Good teamwork is never being afraid to tell your partner what you need them to do if they're not doing it.
Exactly. Yeah, even... You know, even having 500 hours in this, you still have to communicate to play this game well, so... I've lost the train of thought. Alright, I'm serving this. Oh, it's cooking.
Well, the exciting part about this as a randomizer too is that with things changing every time, like they are wont to do in a randomized setting, the strategy for these levels is vastly different based off of what you have. Everything starts off horrifically slow with not being able to dash, not being able to throw and catch items. In this level, the walk wheels, the ability to move them back and forth between the active fire pits is taken away, so they have to find the walk wheels items, and they got clean dishes.
Yeah, I guess that's one thing I kind of glossed over. On that first level, right, so there's items put into this. There's not normally items, here, we can play this. There's not normally items in Overcooked. It's not, you know, a game with that kind of progression of finding an item, figuring out where it's used, right? So the way I put that in, also if we breezed over that, I'm the developer for this randomizer. This is my idea, and I put up with it. Ooh, words. Words are fun. This is a fun game. So at the first time you complete a level, you are gifted a random item. Those are determined when we generated the seed about an hour ago, but we won't know what they are until we go through all the levels. So there's a logical progression somewhere in there that we have to suss out by playing the game. So for example, on this level, this score that we can get is hindered by a missing item called bellows. So these two kebabs have a heat source that cooks really slowly. I mean, you're supposed to kind of puff a big bellows bag to increase the heat on these cooking vessels. But since we don't have that, our throughput in the kitchen is limited. Another thing that's limiting us on levels like this is our dish count. So we have to serve an entire restaurant off of a single plate until we find an item to get a spare plate. So right now we're getting just... I got distracted. For that level, we earned the emote wheel. There's a bug showing, not showing that exact word, but I know just from experience that that bug means emote wheel. So that's one of a couple filler items. So it doesn't do anything to help us progress. It just lets us use the in-game emote system like that. Okay, just for good fun. So not everything's useful. Not everything isn't obviously. So there's a bit of fun figuring out the right path through the world. Good get. Okay. This level's tricky because this wind really changes, you know, the direction you're walking. I can get to that time. We're being extra careful to not burn stuff and to not fall off the map, and that's because we're playing with the incentive enabled.
Hey, we get to see it.
Thanks for demonstrating. Yeah,
Rights win for a swim.
Trans rights win for a swim.
Oh, no.
Yippee! Sun's out, buns out. So if either one of us falls off the stage, or if we collectively as a unit burn something in the kitchen, both chefs die and have to respawn. So that's just the I mean, on top of everything else that we're dealing with, that's another wild card element. Nice. Alright, progressive dash. We're feeling a lot more comfortable with that. That's probably one of the biggest items in terms of scoring potential. Our movement through the kitchen. It's going to get a lot more chaotic, but it's going to be faster. So you can also see we can dash in the overworld. So. This is a level where we bake cakes, so we have to chop ingredients and cook them like before. I think you give me the bowls as well. But so now we have to mix them on a mixing stand as well. I'll take it. So since we can't throw things, we're kind of doing a little cheat to pass things in kind of a risky way. Right, so if we mess that up, the bowl actually falls in the trash can. Ready? So we have to time it so that we're picking up the item just before it goes in the trash can. There's about like a third of a second before the entire order actually falls in. So yeah, I'm ready. And that just saves a lot of time instead of putting it on the back of the conveyor belt and waiting for it to traverse all the way over. So a lot of levels have neat little hacks like that just to save time. Oop, ready. So you first and then me. Another item that we're looking for that'll help us out a lot is called burn leniency. Yeah. And then I have one for you. So when something finishes cooking in this game, it then has, or the amount of time it takes to cook, it has that much time again before it overcooks. Right, the namesake of the game. Without a certain item, ready? And then a plate. Without that, burn leniency item is what it's called. Things burn twice as quickly. So that's just more chances. Me first and then you grab. To get that that death link set off. So it's high stakes all the time in the kitchen. And this is without like a Gordon Ramsay figure yelling at you, so. Okay, food and plate. I forgot we had dash, so I'm going in. Good gaming over here. Okay. So here we're focusing, right, we stopped mixing, and we're just focusing on this one final cake. That's because there's a bit of strategy to the end of a level. Things take about 15 seconds to either mix or cook. So when you have to mix something and then cook something, there's a minimum of 30 seconds you need in the level in order to do that. So if you can recognize when the cutoff is for the last item, you can put your focus into actually getting those final ones over the line. For this level, we got Coin Purse, which affects Horde defense levels. Those are kind of like, it's like a zombie defense level where the rules of the game are a bit different. And that lets us fight off the unbred Horde for a little longer, so if we see one of those, we're more prepared for it.
Ooh, this level has some real fun stuff in it. So in addition to doing cooking, they have condiments to worry about. So they have the mustard machine up in the top left that has a button on the top right that they can use to toggle which condiment is dispensed. This level just has ketchup and mustard, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So they'll have to have an order ready to go and then sauce it real fast before it gets served.
Yeah, we have to have the insight to leave it on the correct button ahead of time. Serve the plane, please. And then I'll bring you a dish. Because there's actually an item that adds a 5-second cooldown to switching. Okay, keep that from burning, I'll give you one. So we're looking ahead at the orders on screen and setting the button to what's going to be needed next. So there's, with the random, menu for a level, there's a lot of mental gymnastics that happen on each individual playthrough. So unlike a more traditional speedrun, there's a lot of thinking on your feet, a lot of reacting to RNG. It's a very RNG heavy game, but a lot of the RNG doesn't really result in time loss if you know what you're doing. So, for me, it's a perfect speed game. But I'm biased because I wrote the randomizer to my taste. So, order up. I can go a little. Button please, and serve that. Here you go. Yep. There's some interesting quirks in this game that you just learn by playing it. So, one counterintuitive thing like that is that you can't put mustard on a bun that doesn't have a plate on it. Yeah, I got it. I'm certain. I got one. Okay, cool. Right, there's like weird rules. So it's like a bun with no plate, you can't sauce. A plate with no bun, you can't sauce. But a plate with a bun, you can sauce. You can also sauce a plate with a hot dog, but no bun. It's weird. If you see us looking at a level and turning back, it's either because we don't have the item for that, or because we don't have enough stars. So when we're on the overworld, you see in the upper right, we have 7 stars. So each time we complete a level, we're either getting 1, 2, or 3 stars. Those would go to the total. Those are spent not like currency.
We don't have control stick.
We don't have control stick. What did we get in the last level? We got sharp knife. So I think we need to replay levels. So you can see on this level, we can't beat it. There's no way to beat it. We're always going to get 0 stars because those green sticks, like the joysticks in that level, we can't move them unless we find the batteries, which is an item. So we have to replay some of these levels now that we have items that make us better players. I think the Windy Bridge level and this one.
Let's try this one. Okay.
So this is probably part of the logical path, since we're kind of cornered at the start here. So we don't have throw, but we have dash.
Yeah, sure.
I'm giving her one of everything so that she can be prepared while I mix some flour. And now that the start of the run jitters are over, we can hopefully crush this level.
So with randomizers, there is a logic, which is what the game expects you to be able to do. So since they aren't given access to any new levels, they're forced to go through and unlock more levels to play by using their fancy new abilities, which basically makes this game a modern Metroidvania now.
Yeah, so you can see, like, at the start, that's fine. She didn't have plates at the start. I had to wash them. Now she has those plates, so we're a little bit ahead. Alright, take it. I have a count.
And basically with sharp knives, now we're just kind of waiting on Toaster the whole time because Starry Teapot's job is much easier.
Yeah, the whole time. Some of it's a skill issue, okay? I won't say it's all.
Welcome to my life.
Yeah. When we introduced, I forgot that we didn't say which chef is which. I'm the red monkey, and then that makes her the blue mouse. I'll wait for the second plate. This level is just begging for throw, because with throw we can send things. Oh, there you go. Having to, like, we basically cut the amount of times we have to flip this thing back and forth. Okay, these are the last 2. Take that, and then the beef right behind it. So this beef is the last thing cooking, and now it's my job to get 2 plates right. Okay, wait for the second plate. I think we have time. So you might notice that sometimes the levels are ending a little early. There's a little feature I baked in called autocomplete. So I get to configure that. Right now it's set to 2 stars, so if we're ever playing a level and we meet the 2-star threshold, the level immediately ends. In a speedrun context, that saves us time, so... Yeah, control stick. So we're missing 1 more star before we can play another level that we haven't earned an item on. And I think that's going to be the swamp level.
Well, part of my enjoyment from watching these is the progressive betterment of the players in the levels as they continue to unlock more things. Like previously, Starry Teapot would never have tried to go up the bridge with the wind pushing the way it was, but having that ability, even though it's only stage 1, so it's a little bit slower before they can dash again, it makes going against the wind nowhere near as much of a hassle.
It's like every item, even if it doesn't like hard block anything, it gives us like little mini routing like options in a level. You're making the whole thing just more options, more things to think about. So, the world slowly expands and so it brings. This is a bit unlucky. It's just 3 potatoes in a row. Usually in this game, orders come in pretty evenly. But sometimes you can get a little unlucky and get multiple of the order in a row. Orders are weighted to avoid getting like duplicates. That's kind of the simplest way to explain it. I played the wrong thing, I'm sorry. Yeah, we might... So the way I plated the dish, since I plated a dish out of order, that means that the dish got served late, which means that the dirty dish respawns late, which means that I washed it late, which means that the next dish being served is late. It's like, everything is a chain of consequences. If you mess up one thing, you deal with your actions for the next 2 minutes. It has to be a potato. Okay, so we have to restart. I'm gonna call that as my bad.
We did get to see a little bit of co-op tech there. The dish was dirty, and I believe it was Toaster that started watching it, but then Teapot came over and got real close, and they were able to both act on the station at the same time. There are levels later on we'll be able to see them do this with chopping, where they can have a cutting board in between them, and they can both cut at the same time, which greatly increases the speed.
That's so true. Yeah, so this time through, I'm adjusting what I'm doing a little bit just to put a priority on dishwashing. Because waiting for a dish is really painful in this. We had a bunch of stuff chopped, we had a bunch of stuff cooked, we just couldn't serve.
But one of the worst things that you can do in these games is sit still and do nothing. So you'll notice they have basically no downtime. If there is downtime, it's either the very end of the level, and there's not really a value in doing more prep work, or someone goofs.
There's also a lot of ways to like look like you're busy. Right, a lot of just inefficient dashing back across the stage. So players can often feel like they're doing a lot. That's usually like a mid-level thing where it's like, I was zipping around quick the whole time, but we still got a bad score. It's because you have to move quick and route off of
Move with purpose.
You know, so like here, she's making sure that basket gets used as soon as I take the thing out, because she knows that, right, basket usage. I gotta get this part. Right, you have to identify what the bottleneck is on a given level and put pressure on that bottleneck. And that's the dishes and these 2 cooking vessels. we got it.
How was this randomizer born, Toaster? How was this randomizer born?
Oh, I birthed it. That's for sure.
You birthed it. And
I mean, this, you know, like with a lot of speed games. Sorry, the optimal strategy for this is throwing. It feels so much better. Like with a lot of mods and speedruns and you know all those sorts of things, it's all born out of a love for the game. So, Overcooked is a game we've been playing for years, and we love it so much, and we're running out of things to do on it. One is just, it's kind of like my love letter to the game, and just trying to show it from more angles, as well as a desire to, you know, play with friends in multi-world. You can actually play... I watched the wrong dish. I'm just so starry-eyed about my love for Overcooked. Here's your plate. And then I'm out of rice.
I'm out of plates. Reggie, you're asking him too many questions. You can't play and talk.
We're gonna 2-star this level.
I'm really good at being a distraction.
Oh, you. But yeah, you can play this. Not only can you play this co-op like we are, but you can play it multi-world style, which means that the items aren't necessarily the Overcooked items, but they could be things like upgrades for a Super Metroid game, and they have items for you back. Here's one. It's gonna come down to the wire, unless it's not. I had room for one. Yeah, so hopefully it works out anyway, because I'm overthinking it. Okay, order look ahead means that at the top, we can see guests ordering up to 3 tickets at the start. Now we can see up to 4 tickets on ahead, which means we can do more planning. It's not the most helpful thing in the world.
We don't have any.
No, we don't have any ramp buttons. I can look at the track to double check, but I don't... Yeah, this seed's asking a lot of us.
Okay.
Let me double check what we have. I'm looking at a different window that's not on stream just to see. So to summarize, we have faster respawn time, clean dishes, emote wheel, dash, coin purse, sharp knife, and order look ahead. So,
Okay.
So the game's telling us we need 18 stars to proceed. I think we just have to grind those out. It's so funny. The seed wasn't vetted at all. I just rolled this before and said, we'll be fine.
Now we're doing it live.
We're doing it live. Sorry. I got that from the... Got that. I'm gonna wash. That burns. I'm gonna cry. Ooh, okay.
Nicely saved.
So there she cut a shrimp even though it wasn't on screen. And I'm gonna credit her for predicting that because the first one was a beef. So there was a 2/3 chance that she calculated in her head that the next bowl was gonna require a shrimp. It turns out she was, you know, right on that call, and that saved her butt.
Right, so the way that this is randomized is the grab bag style of randomizer, where there's a bunch of marbles in a bag where it decides what the dishes are going to be, and slowly it removes marbles from the bag to try and keep the menu just a little bit more diverse.
Here's that backtrashing double washing maneuver. I'm on dishes since we're behind. I don't remember what the 2-star score was for this. We might have to replay this level. This is rough. Okay, I don't have time for a 4th dish, so it's just into this. You're gonna try to do the shrimp one. Okay, cool. We had room for 2 more. We were ahead of it. We probably could have done 3 stars on that. And we might have to if 18 is needed. I'm actually gonna take us off of 2-star autocomplete, so. I'm really proud of
I
it.
don't want it. We'll do this one for 2.
For 2?
We'll leave it, but...
Yeah, we'll try, so.
Oh,
Yeah. What's nice is that we're warmed up on these levels and the strategies with these specific items. So even if we're not changing the items we're having, you know, we're warmed up as players, so. I need the chocolate.
I really like the tropical stages.
Ready?
Yeah, the music's fun. Everyone's having a good time at the pool.
At least there's no conga line this time. Whoever decided that they needed to take 2 different conga lines through an active kitchen.
I wonder if you should give me the plate. No? Okay, you like this? Because now you have to give me the... I think you need the plate. Whoop. Yeah, I can see I'm waiting for...
Yeah.
Okay, you, then me, then dirty plate. Then dirty plate. I'm going to set that. You first. Oops. Me, and then me again. Sorry, this is a bit of focus. The game's asking us. Logic doesn't always require you to like play your beat, but this is asking us to like hit the maximum of like comfortable in. Plate.
Nice duo.
And then I'm missing a honeycomb.
Ready?
Yep. And a honeycomb. And then this is the last one, the chocolate. So mix it into. So the priority is that.
I'm also studying Teapot's movement and decision making in this because the first time that I had ever played this game was with Toaster's Randomizer. And sometimes Toaster needs me to do things and I'm bad.
Yeah. Each colored chef is a specific role, right? Because we can't change what side of the level we're on, so when you play this game, oftentimes you fall in the role. I think we were 2-starring that for the first time.
We did, but we barely...
Yeah.
18.
Well, what is 4-1? Why do we have 1 starting that? Oh.
Because I hate it.
Because we don't have bellows. We can try.
We can try.
Now that we have dash.
Clean dishes.
Yeah. Also, I had like a commentary brain. Okay, I'm working on an order too.
That'd be great.
But welcome in, Tainted Rain and Raiders. Here we are at Speed Stuff for Charity, running Speed Stuff for Trans Lives 2, benefiting the the Quality Texas Foundation. I'm going to do everybody a favor. I'm not going to tell you to do !donate. I'm just going to help you out and put it right there for you. That's the Tiltify link for the marathon. Currently, we do have a bid war for the character selection rolled out. Currently in first place is Snowcone the Chicken at $30. In second place is Guava the Koala at $20. And then Morris the Rat, Chartreuse the Giraffe, and Rook the Field Unit are all tied for third place at $0. So if you really want to see Snowcone the Chicken, you can push that ahead just to guarantee it happens. If you want Guava the Koala, push ahead a little bit into first place, pop there. Or if you really just want to shake things up, any of the other three characters would be a cool option.
Okay, you. Yeah, conga line. I'm trying to let go of an item to get it to go diagonal. That's the double topping. Dishes right.
You have to put them on.
As fate would have it, we've done this run exactly twice in a marathon. Both times we've been very sick.
Give that to me.
Sorry.
Okay, now you have to put it on.
Ah! Yeah, this level sucks.
This please.
I'll just kind of know that works out.
Great timing on the double conga.
I should really be noting what the scores are that we need, but no. Is it set to 2? It is.
Yeah. Dang. No!
So we were. So if we served a
if you didn't
order.
take the tomato.
Oh. This is Marathon
Alright,
Log
one more time.
TM. I got the chicken. I know that's like a weird move, but I messed it up. This one's first.
These kitchen settings aren't entirely FDA regulated.
No, we use the floor.
Putting cubes of raw chicken on a wood plank floor with sand underneath it would not really be advisable.
Okay, you got that. I got the. I'm on the right tile. I'm gonna start eating this stuff. Big with tomato. Okay, dish is back.
That single dish is really a huge limiter here.
It's so cool. Here's the dish.
There is an item that they can get called extra plates that will add an additional plate to this level, correct? There's only 2 plates in this level? Yeah. Does that item just subtract one plate from your count across the board?
Yeah, so in vanilla, you have some number of plates on every level. You got it. Okay, so the next... Actually, I think these are the last 2. Well, we already missed the boat, so... Orders aren't a constant point amount. They're actually variable based on the ingredients and the cooking process. So ideally, I don't know if it's gonna be enough. Yeah. So what we should have done here is... Oh, it was enough by 4 points.
Nicely
That's
done.
clutch. If we finish with an item that has 3 ingredients instead of 2, even if it's out of order, it doesn't matter that we break the tip combo, because we're not serving another dish. So you can break the tip combo on the last one, and you'll still be rewarded. So
We're closer on this side.
this one, I think. You can throw
Can you
it
do
from-
this one? No. This is hard.
Let's try this one. Yeah, at this point, it's not having throw that's hurting us a lot.
Normally, the chefs out of the gate can throw items either onto places or at other characters, and then also catch them. But Toaster has robbed the chefs of hand-eye coordination, and they have to get an item to upgrade that. So the first one that they get is the ability to throw. The fun part about that is if you hit another chef with a thrown object, there's a very, very satisfying thwack sound, and then the character is stunned and pushed back, which can lead to some very funny or slow instances where somebody gets knocked off a ledge. Just another wonderful opportunity to witness the death line.
We might have to restart this one, because that was really... like, we missed a cycle.
Dishes, please.
Yeah, it's like, not every level is on such a, like, hard and set cycle. But this level is without walk wheels. Like, everything we're doing is based around when the walks are repeat or not. Watch. Sorry. It's just one. But yeah, towards the start of this... Towards the start of this run, we missed a cycle on the walk orders.
Which, if they had the wheels, wouldn't be as bad. But because they cannot move the walks to the active burner, it's a bit rough.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think we can... Well, it's... I forget what it is.
800.
It's pretty good. So yeah, if we didn't miss that cycle, we could have done it. I think we'd go for it.
I think so. We need 18 stars. We might not have a choice.
Yeah. This is like the bleeding edge of like what Logic expects.
Bleeding being what's happening to the runners. This is very reminiscent of that fun time that we had on Friday night with this Toaster.
Yeah, we had a very similar seed that required us to grind a bunch of levels out.
These don't serve a thing. It wasn't a thing.
Yeah, I was worried about getting burnt to death.
Let's talk just a little bit about Speed Stuff for charity. They are a speedrun marathon team dedicated to annually raising money for various charities. They have raised over $15,000 in their 8 years doing marathons and plan to continue for as long as there is interest. They've previously benefited the St. Jude's Foundation, Doctors Without Borders, and the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. This edition, Speed Stuff for Trans Lives 2, is raising money in support of the Equality Texas Foundation. In order to donate, I can do this for you. Exclamation point donate in chat will bring that Tiltify link up. You can also apply your donation to the various bid wars and incentives that arise during the marathon. Even if you can't donate, we do appreciate you being here and supporting us by watching the show and putting trans motherfucking rights, baby, in chat.
If you have channel points, you can.
There we go. Look at all that. That's just beautiful. I absolutely love that.
Okay, there's those things that like. Yeah, that one. I'm gonna focus on servings. This is definitely a lot better than the last one. Sorry. Sorry.
A little bit of a trap.
You got. Oh no!
Sploosh.
Ah!
Dang.
More run memes.
Trans rights burnt their kitchen down.
Okay, skip it.
Here we go again.
No, keep going.
I don't.
Just skip it.
That would have been a.
Dang it.
What item? We'll ask this individually to each of you. What item is your current want list, and let's see if it matches.
Let's actually say it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Throw.
Yeah, the ability to throw the ingredients is really a big one, both to help with getting the items across various obstacles to the other chef and to get the ingredients into various receptacles. Like you can throw ingredients into a cooking mechanism, you can throw items into a mixing bowl. So it's really a big one, and it helps a lot in terms of saving time and getting a higher score.
I lost a little time on my own. Trying to get that out. Not realizing that the burner swap. I didn't miss the audio cue. Yeah. Oh.
Nice, triple down.
And yeah, since we had that like buildup of items to serve, we were behind on dishes. It's this whole like cascade of consequences when something like that happens. You know, this is at risk of burning. You'll notice that some item names say progressive in it. So we have dash, but we only have progressive dash 1 of 2. Which means that we're not dashing at full speed.
Usually there's a pretty short cooldown on the chef dash where they can just pop them out really quickly. But the delay in between how long or how fast they can push them is...
More dish, please. Get a dish.
Yeah.
Don't everything's cut.
I'm trying to time it because it's way to wait for it.
I'm gonna see a little bit of cuddle scrubbing here. Oh,
We have to go. We
It is something
can't
else.
sit here.
So I can't see on my screen. How are we on?
we are 48, 45.
It's still an okay spot. Sure. you want to do a burner swap? Or...
Hmm.
So this seed is really being quite rude to them.
Yeah, sorry if we get a little quiet because we're focusing on the demands of the scene. So. I can't get behind.
I am definitely not envious of this, not only because I'm not
Okay, so
very capable at the game, but also this is
Yeah, on the... We intentionally make this harder to kind of get it closer to our limits. We've been playing this game for a long time, so the default settings are a lot more relaxed. If you're like kind of a beginner and you're interested in playing this, it's not, you know, at this also difficulty. I'm gonna serve myself. But it does have that option to let you ratchet it up to, you know, whatever insane number you want. So we're at 50%. I've seen people go as high as 80% and still finish seeds, which is insane.
Where are you going?
I didn't know you were pulling that. Here you go, serve that. Okay, I'm gonna need it. Yeah, go buy button. Push. Okay, here's a English.
words do be hard, especially when trying to manage all of the different tasks.
Yeah, okay. This third one's the last one that I'm putting on right now. We're gonna skip the onion. I almost kicked the hot dog for that. Yeah, and then go and serve it, and then I'll serve a plain, I think. No!
Ah.
So it's 12 something, it's like 12:30. Oh my god.
That was better.
Alright, now that we're warmed up. Onion. I got it.
You got it?
Well, I tripped on a hot dog.
Nice hot dog.
No, incorrect. We gotta restart.
Sorry, I panicked.
Oh, it's okay. It's a lot of thinking. Here, 2 onion. Grab the empty plate. That serves, and then push the button. And I have another one for you. And then there's 2 to serve, actually.
This is incorrect.
No. Ooh, boy!
Boy.
This is less of an exhibition and more of like a peek behind the curtain. This is the heart of what a randomizer plays like. I think it's really fitting because we also had equally as much jank playing with TGC and his randomizer earlier in the week.
Hashtag just marathon thing.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry. Okay, I gotta serve for you. This game also makes you do funny things with English language. Oh, I need a button for that. I missed. Okay, this serves, and this, 2 up. Okay, getting up. Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Plates. Okay. I'm gonna need a button. Okay, this serves. 1, 3 to 5 seconds. I'm out of plates.
Very satisfying double chop. Perfect sync.
Yeah, there was like, each chop is in sync.
Little things. I'm not stressed, you're stressed.
We're trying to get 2 out, but I don't know if it's enough. I'm serving. That was the wrong call. I should have washed. Bad. Okay. I think we have to move to a different level. There's like too much going on. That or we try a different strategy, but that's risky. I'm gonna say if we get to 1 hour 30 and we're still stuck like this, we'll have to take action on our part. But for now, we're gonna keep
Struggling.
trying to pull a miracle out. So
What
that's right. I did
number
do
of stars are you looking for? Is it 18 for the next level?
18.
Oh
Uh-huh.
my god.
Why are you giving me so many points?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a plate back.
I was thinking about orders. Oh, I'm holding one somehow.
That's great.
Just came out of nowhere. Okay, can you come grab a plate? Yeah, so this is like that kind of asymmetry. Usually the 2 sides and rolls are more balanced. But since she has sharp knife helping her out, my side takes longer and she's to adjust the normal strategy to give me as much time as possible.
The toaster is using the monkey's paw to scrub the dishes because he doesn't have an actual dish scrubber. Management forgot to provide them one, so they have to unlock the dish scrubber eventually. Maybe. They might never get it.
I'm out of rice.
Well, I'm out of cucumbers.
Ooh.
Skip it.
Together. Okay. I think we can get one more out because I fumbled a bit in the middle.
There's one more in there.
Ready. Let's try. Let's try one more.
Don't give me the dishes.
if you can keep the cut cucumbers on your side at the start, just so I have more piles to hand use things. It's just such an awkward period where I'm waiting for the first dish to spawn. Because we're also still down a dish. Okay. We're a lot healthier on cucumbers. I'm out of rice.
Ooh. I see. A new bonus has opened. Bonus number 3 to get Super Mario 64 Dance Pad by Peking Boo. Wow. What the hell? Yeah. That would be our new closer, would be Peking Boo doing Super Mario 64 16-star speedrun with dance pads. That's pretty wild, not gonna lie. That is at 2,600, so that will be the big push for this one. Folks, exclamation point donate was done for you by the lovely CMM1215. Go ahead, click the Tiltify link there and throw some money at the Equality Texas Foundation. It's a wonderful thing to do. I'm really excited to see what a BLJ looks like on dance pads.
Oh.
We need 18 stars.
Why did I think we need 17?
Oh.
We tried?
Who made this randomizer?
Oh.
I want to have a
Yeah,
chat.
who made this?
What haven't we tried with these items going for more stars? What time are we at?
We are currently at 101.41.
I think we
We
tried.
need 4 more stars.
I know. That's all the stars. That's like crazy.
That's a lot.
I wanted the seed bug. Let's try you giving me the plate this time. The other plate. Knock that off.
I have the plate.
Sorry. I was so excited about the new strategy. I'm missing on honeycomb. Here's the plate. I'm throwing. Whenever you're ready. Okay, I'm gonna bowl for you. Multi-plate. This is a chocolate.
I'm not gonna.
Okay, that makes sense. And then I'm still waiting on chocolate. And then a dirty dish. Okay, ping the mix and then ping the plate. I missed the dirty. And then for you. Get 2 dirty plates. Actually, this is the last one. Let's make this last one a bucket here. Take this.
So they're gonna serve something out of order, it looks like. But they're doing so because the item that's being served is going to be worth more than going in order. That's fun. I love that. Because of the
Order.
ingredients count being higher. Does that balloon level need control stick batteries?
It do need it.
That's awful.
Yeah.
That might be what we cheatsy doodle. This smells like a, I don't want to say a bug seed, but
It certainly smells a little overcooked.
yeah. Let's try one for fun, because we have time, and then I don't like, even if we get that, we'll cheat anyways. But one more for good time's sake. Restart.
I just like pushing buttons.
Yeah. It's so hard
Oops.
because you can only push it when your side is lower, which is so counterintuitive. Like it should be the other way around.
Folks, it looks like we have a new channel point option for you titled "The LGBTQ plus community doesn't forgive Comcast." So I think we have moved past. We've established that we forgive Magalore, but we do not forgive Comcast. Major thanks to Comcast for making the marathon just a little bit behind schedule. A bucket full of wrenches, as I have seen mentioned throughout. Thank you, Comcast. We love you, but we don't forgive you.
Can you take it? What we need for you? I thought you needed to plate more. So. Carrot and beef, so there you go.
What now, Clay? What now?
I can pick. Machine.
Now, folks, the reason that we are all here, the reason that Toaster and Teapot are out here sweating down their necks in the kitchen, that we are here putting trans motherfucking rights, baby, in chat, is for Equality Texas.
Wait for a second.
They exist to advance the rights of historically marginalized communities. They want to build the foundation that allows for intersectional pride that cannot occur unless we all show up and bring attention to the state of emergency Black Americans are in. They are committed to operating according to anti-racist principles. Imagine, in this world, that's something that people are still doing. Remarkable. It's not remarkable. It's atrocious. So, here's this for you. I'll do it again this time. Exclamation point donate in chat. And you can
Go,
help.
go, 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 go!
No, it wasn't enough.
Alright. Quick, look! In the sky, what do you see?
I see.
Is
I got
that
nothing.
Superman?
Wow.
What do you mean, no? Oh, yeah. I mean, no, it's a plane.
Never fear, underdog is here. I have not thought about that in ages. Oh my gosh. Can I get some hands in chat for Hanna-Barbera Cartoon Kids? Can we see that? Can we see?
Can you see my hand? Can you see little Kevin's hand?
Where did you put it to?
It's at 3 just because why
We
not?
need it.
This level sucks, there's only one plate. Nice. Doesn't matter, because we're gonna progress. Who cares that I have to put the thing all the way back to the top? Can you serve it actually?
No, you have the plate.
And now we wait for the one plate. Even like 2 plates. Like who runs an entire restaurant only has 2 plates? Like that means your maximum table size is 2.
What happens when you serve in a restaurant and you only have 2 plates? Do you try to spread it out so that both tables get their food and then all the other tables in the restaurant have to wait for those 2 to finish? Or do you split the dishes in half, or the tables in half, and give 1 plate to one table and then 1 plate to a different table?
If Gordon Ramsay taught me anything, it's that you always give your whole attention to one table at a time. I get some double wash help. We're gonna come at this sink like a right angle, baby.
90 degrees of assistance right there.
Okay, again. At least it didn't fall, because you both would have died.
Love is, in fact, stored in the kitchen sink.
You don't want to serve my hamburger?
2
I
stars?
worked so hard on that hamburger.
It had less tips. It was in a lower tip category, I think.
Oh my lord. Folks.
There it is.
Thank
That was
goodness.
it. So, that doesn't fully explain the story. Because we were supposed to have 18 stars, and then...
I'll take it.
Oh, a regular level. Rice, please.
Someone's coming.
I'm throwing. I already forgot. So this is throwing. Overpowered.
No, in fact, one of the things that you can do, the chefs don't have to be facing the ingredient boxes as long as you are touching it real close. You are able to use the interact button, pull out the ingredient while facing the wrong direction, and just spam throw ingredients all over the FDA regulations to show them how you feel about them.
Another example of her being ahead because of the sharp knife, slow dishwash discrepancy.
Stop blaming the sharp knife for my sins, okay?
Can attest, Teapot is quite skilled.
Teapot is cracked.
that rice shot in the back of the head was good.
You noticed that? That was not gameplay. That was someone else.
I think we call that spite. Oh, I love that. So the very first time that I got to experience this, a large amount of what happened was just me being told what to do by Teapot. I did
great.
okay. My chore was washing dishes. And if there was ever anything and I didn't know what to do, my default was to get dirty plates and wash them.
It was very helpful.
Meanwhile, the two of them were running around wild and crazy, doing oodles of things, and here I am just taking my sweet trundle time.
This is a little bit of a bittersweet item. Order look ahead helps us on levels.
We have 18 now.
Yeah. So now we're basically back where we started. This level's bad without throw, so this would also suck, but we've cheated.
Oh.
We've crossed the barrier. Order look ahead, like especially on levels with a mixer, you're usually cutting items pretty far in advance. But without guest patience, having more orders on screen actually means that there's more guests in the restaurant getting cranky.
Ooh. Spicy movement from Toaster there.
So it's actually hurts us. Yeah, so we're skipping the conveyor belt because it doesn't always point the way we want. So it skips me having to do an entire loop around the kitchen. Yeah. So I can come like this, and then I can do this, and actually help her wash from the bag. Oh no, I'm bad. I'll help you wash it, because I want to get the ingredients first. I'm fairly close. Yeah, just ignoring, like, removing the factor of, like, the conveyor belt cycle on this. Definitely makes this level, like, more palatable. Oh, I didn't think that would happen like that. And cheese.
Nice conveyor redirection midway through washing the dish.
Yeah, there's an audio cue and a visual cue for it. So you can predict it and like account for it. If you're not expecting it, like you missed the cue, it's really easy for it to just switch directions and throw you off. We're just gonna do the... Alright, nice. Okay, tip jar. That's good for points. Before we were only getting a max of 2 times tip combo. Now we can get 3 times tip combo.
Okay, so we still haven't gotten any ramp buttons.
No.
The colored, like, silver ramps on the map with the arrows on them correspond to various buttons around the map that will raise the ramp up. Previously, the ramp button item was all-inclusive, but in order to add more valuable items to the randomizer, Toaster has split them up to be the individual color-coded buttons. No, and I'm guessing that with larger tip jars, you are now expected to go through again and
get all of them.
Yeah, well, so here's the thing. So the next levels to progress, so the next level, item-containing levels are one that requires control stick, which we don't logically have ready to do that in, and then all of the ramp buttons. So I think we're actually playing a bug seed, and this was an impossible seed.
brutal.
Whoops.
That...
Or this is control stick. Or ramp mode.
But none of the levels that we've played so far had the control stick.
So we've only played 9 levels.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 levels. And we've got 2 order lookouts. Yeah.
We'd have to restart.
Okay, so live bug found on stream, impossible seed, marathon luck that's never happened before, and all the other memes. So we'll pick a ramp and we'll cheat our way up it. Starry, why don't you pick? Blue.
Gosh. Yeah, this one.
Okay. What was it? Give
Get.
item? Get item. Oh, that's...
Ramp button.
No, I'd remove the word button. That's so funny. We just had a new Archipelago version release, so I probably messed something up. Hey, we get to talk about horde levels.
Here we go. Which Toaster just said Archipelago update. If you are interested in playing this randomizer, either if you can play this in solo where you control the 2 chefs with 1 person, or you can do it with up to 3 additional friends, you can go to archipelago.gg and in the supported games list, look for Overcooked 2. The horde levels here are very, very fun. The idea is to survive waves of attacks by the unbred horde. We're going to see double swim there. The orders that they must serve go to the unbred that are attacking the gates.
Honey.
They don't...
The gate didn't close.
They
all the
don't
way.
have the ability to repair the gates, which is in the vanilla game something that you can do. So they have to make the orders. Oh,
We
you
actually
did get
do
that?
have the ability, but we're not gonna because
Okay.
it's fun.
I missed
Yeah,
that.
we did.
That was
I
point.
have-
Oh, coin purse lets you read. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. You earn money by serving.
And then you spend money to repair
Yeah.
that. Got it.
How about you send me more pasta?
Yeah, and then you say too much pasta. No, I swear that the bridge did not fully close last time. That was so weird. That's never happened before. It's my new favorite saying. That's what I'd be fun. Let's give you the dirty one.
Can I have more pasta?
No.
The cough drop is wearing off.
With this level, the fail condition is the health bar at the bottom of the screen going all the way down to 0. Which, if they don't serve the orders fast enough, the gates get broken, and then the unbred get angry and they hurt the kitchen.
They also hurt my feelings. That's why we have to run over them if you see them on the overworld map. You could, I don't know. Yeah, one thing that's really weird, it's unintuitive, but say she throws something, yeah, and then I'm dashing behind her, I can actually dash from behind into an item that she's thrown, and it'll still bump me as if it was thrown into me from the front. That's a really, like, unintuitive way you can die. Oh, we got it. Okay, so that's a useless item so far, but there's a campfire theme DLC, which is super cute. I love the theming. But so when you're camping and you're cooking, you get your ingredients in a backpacks that the players wear. So if you don't have the lightweight backpacks, you're actually over-encumbered by the weight of the backpack and you move slow. This is kind of a boss level. You can see it's 6.5 minutes.
Oh, this fun level.
Yeah. The stakes are high. We don't have bellows, so the kebabs are going to cook slowly. Which is why I should actually put the ingredients on. Here it goes. And then these boss levels have phases. So it's like you're playing 3 levels back to back, and that like grab bag randomizer that Reggie described earlier resets on each thing. So it's like more things to think about, more level that you could mess up and have to restart, and there's consequences to being too slow because the waves come and just ruin everything. So we're listening for a rumble sound and the pawns actually running off the beach. Wow, I said wow, another banana. This squirt gun's interesting. I'm gonna go for this last banana because I'm greedy. Oh, we gotta go.
Ooh, here we go. Wow.
I got lucky there. Okay, I'm putting on the slow one and then give it to me on the spicy one.
Nice trade-off there. So with each time the waves come up to the edge of the boardwalk there, as it recedes,
yeah, that's a good
the
one.
entire kitchen is reset. So the only things that are consistent in this level are where the orders get served, where the plates come back from, and the trash can that is in the top right. So the plates will come back next to the server, and then the cups will come back on Toaster's side.
Spicy.
And an excellent reminder that the LGBTQ plus community does not forgive you, Comcast. You are not forgiven.
It's about to transition, I think. Oh, hi, dog. The dog might have to go potty if he was at home.
Well, there's the rumble.
I'm greedy.
No.
I was so greedy.
Not okay.
Deathlink, folks.
Oh. Were you holding something?
Of course.
At least it wasn't a kebab.
Give me stuff, please.
Okay. That's not
anything
except for that. Okay, I think we emotionally recovered. That's the wrong thing to chop. Yeah, so you can see how we have like a big back order of kebabs because of that thing. What's this? So I tried to throw one in and it hit you and it bumped into the wrong one, and that's not my fault. I might have this drop to 2 stars. There's no kebab there.
Can you get that for me?
What?
Oh, give it to me. It isn't.
Okay. These levels seem rough. Is that done? Okay. These levels like are a whole tier above in terms of like how much you have to practice them to learn them optimally.
Watch this, please.
But it's equally as satisfying as it's difficult to bring this work gun. There you go. You can see their orders can time out. You still have to serve them, but it breaks the tip combo. Wow, that's a lot of... Yeah. So, here's an excellent demonstration of how it just breaks the normal RNG. The screen's filled with bugs.
Can you watch this?
Sure. It might be the last two. We'll probably do a smoothie if we get time.
I missed.
What? Oh, you pulled the plate too early.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It can't always be my fault.
Strawberries.
You have a plate? Okay. Put it on that. Oh my gosh, it's gonna come down to...
Here we go.
Pink ramp! That unlocks a single check. Oh, this is so much fun. I'm having a blast. But we don't have wood.
Can we do it anyway? Can we get one?
No, not in 50%. So, this level has both backpacks and wood. So those campfires, they cook... I mean, it takes like almost 3 minutes to cook a single order if you don't fuel the campfire with wood. Here's
You hear that, Clay? This game's got wood for you.
Another boss level. This is the first boss level though, so it's easier. On the menu today is salad and sushi. I got the cucumber. You'll have to help me watch. Look because of these. Look at the other one. Thank you. I mean, please and thank you. There's an implied please and thank you in all of those. This game can sound so harsh. It's a bit of a meme. Like, if you look at like the Steam reviews for this, people are like, "Great game, it ruined like me and my boyfriend broke up."
If Overcooked 2
The
breaks
relationship
up your
test.
relationship, it was doomed to fail from the start.
Well, that's why.
I don't know.
That's why it's a good Steam rating. It was like this made me realize that like I did want out of that relationship. The game knows things. Kevin sees all.
Hail Kevin.
Kevin's the name of the dog in the corner. Yeah. Kevin's royalty.
Yeah, folks. If you are just tuning in or you've been here for a while and you've forgotten that you've already donated, there's a link for you right there in chat for you to donate to the Equality Texas Foundation. We are $200 away from meeting our bonus incentive to change our finisher to Super Mario 64 star, done with dance patterns. So folks, make sure that if you are donating, that you are putting your donations towards the incentives. It makes a huge difference. It really helps the stream out if you do that.
Really helps the stream out.
It really helps the stream out. I have to stop for a second.
Okay. One thing, thank you, Reggie. One thing that's very interesting there is that even though it's transitioning between parts of the level, right from the first half to the second half, we can still play even though we can't see the chefs. So there's a bit of like kind of blindfolded running there. I played that in the wrong way. I'm just gonna serve the element. So we're just like mapping out in our heads the next like 2 things we want to do and attempting to do it just with no visual, which has pretty funny results. So.
Right, now that I've emotionally recovered from the absolute idiocy that I just subjected my own self to on stream, as always, if you cannot donate, being here is just enough, especially when in your channel point redemptions, you redeem trans motherfucking rights, baby. We're just going to keep that going. Every time we talk about donating, if you can't, instead what you owe us is that.
Purple ramp is probably the best ramp to get first, but we actually don't need it because you could dash like that and be tricky. Yeah, I just wanted to show that off. Red,
still don't have one.
yeah. Red ramp is what gets us on the World 6, which is where the end of the game is. So credits is located on level 6-6, which is the only level that's not randomized. And so the kind of theme of late game is going to be, what do we need to get to level 6-6, and can we get enough stars for that? So.
Take this and not take this.
Yep. Here's a fun one. So if I get ran over by a car, the consequences will propagate to the bulk of us. So I need to be extra careful here. And Nari, por favor. Here's a fish for us. Here's a plate for us. Look out for that car.
Ooh.
Oh.
Nice dodge.
I take it you have about a 1 second stream delay then.
God, the drivers in this city are just like the ones that I know and love from my beautiful home state of Ohio. And they're not even slowing down to approach the red light. They're just gambling that they know that it's going to turn green as they approach.
Just a specific part
It's,
of your home.
I tell you what, drivers in the city of Columbus are some of the worst that I've ever seen. Ironically enough, the place I was just living, Denver, Colorado, are actually the worst drivers that I've ever seen. It's pretty bad.
Okay, the last one. Help.
I'm seeing some pretty cool names in chat, folks, and I would just like to bid you all hello and welcome. Envy, he's here.
Getting all the outdoor city levels. Gonna stretch our legs.
Overcooked, just making sure that you get your daily dose of touch grass.
Fish on.
Oh, I missed the throw. So this level's a bit quirky. So normally you can just kind of throw over countertops, like the ones here. But for whatever reason on this level only, some of the countertops stick up higher than they like physically look like they do. So you'll try to make a throw. Yeah, I got it. That's me close, I got it. But it just like gets magnetized to a random tile and doesn't get it. So we're doing like, yeah, like exactly like that. So if we're doing some like weird movements where it looks like we could just throw it, it's because we're throwing around some like invisible barrier or wall or something.
I love that in this one you're just cooking in the middle of an intersection.
Insert joke about living in a city with perpetual construction here. I got it.
Let's see some trans rights in chat if orange barrels are a season for your state. There we go. Teapot going nice chopping with the big burly person pushing the platform around.
I need Uncle Reggie play-by-plays for like all the time when we're playing this game. Please and thank you.
Hi, my name is Reggie, and I'm the official Overcooked 2 randomizer hype man for Toaster and Teapot. I'm paid in appreciation and being told what to do next.
I think this item pushes us over to a lot. It's not guaranteed, but a lot more comfortably gonna be able to accomplish 3 stars. As I say this, a level that's notorious for not being able to pull off the correct strats, but conveyor levels just in general are bad. It's just if you're ranking levels, does it have a conveyor belt? Yes or no is a good methodology. Probably been like, oh, I thought I was holding the stick. I almost walked off. If we had both dashes, we could do something uber risky. There's nothing to wash. Yeah, you're used to dirty dishes at the start. There's some like glitches and exploits in this game, which work to the player's favor. So one is dash throwing, which is usually used to like throw a plate or a bowl or something. Because you can only throw like proteins, like chopped or unchopped. Dishes. So like if I wash these 2 dishes, I could give them to her if I had both dashes. Without the conveyor belt, but it's really risky and you often fall in the water. You would definitely want to do that. So, but yeah, just in case you thought the skill ceiling wasn't high enough in this game, there's a bunch of glitchy jank you can do that looks really cool and feels dopamine to pull off. There, what she's trying to do is kick off the bowls so they respawn on my side, so we just don't have to hassle with sitting back and forth. I could take 2 flour. I think our bottleneck, honestly, is plates right now. We're ahead of. Usually we have a 3rd plate. That's probably the last thing that we're hoping to see before we want to beat the game. Unless, of course, we have catch. Here, take these 2 bowls, and then we're gonna try to do 2 more dishes. No more chopping her.
Yo, Raiders, welcome in Randomania rating. Welcome to Speed Stuff, where charity does Speed Stuff for Trans Lives too. Eclectic globally. We'll do exclamation point donate for you in chat. Happy to have you here.
How many stars do we need to finish?
50.
Ooh, bellows.
So I feel like we should be doing more.
So look for red ramp.
Just to get items, because we'll finish with enough stars.
No, we're like in like an interesting like crossroads where there's a couple different stars. I have not been counting.
Oh,
That's enough.
nice.
The level shorter.
Leaning pyramid of sausage stack.
Sausage pyramid. You love to see it.
Yo, chat. I
We have
will
Yeah,
donate $25 to the Equality Texas Foundation if a single individual can pull off a sausage pyramid in chat.
Is there even
There
a sausage
is a
emoji?
sausage emoji. Well, there's not. I guess it has to be eggplants. Let me see eggplants in chat. Eggplants for trans rights. Give me a pyramid and I'll throw in $25.
Truer words have never been said.
You need a beam something. Oh, not that one. The other one.
Oh, thank you. It's happening. The
It
sausage
is happening.
pyramid.
Can we see it? Can we see it? Oh, Eliza's going real big eggplant energy on this one.
Big eggplant energy.
Limga apparently doesn't want me to donate $25 to the Equality Texas Foundation.
Look, I need you to look at the game we are playing.
No, there's
Not at the
eggplants.
chat.
Eggplant dishwash me for any ill things that are happening.
You can't even be sly about it because on the other monitor.
I'm just washing dishes, okay? Sorry, I realized that I put the microphone right where Starry can't see the countdown to the end of the level. Just like craning her neck to see. Oh, you got this.
No.
I went for the boost. I tried to throw beans at her back, which actually boosts her, but I accidentally made it into the pan. I think you might be right. We might drop it into 2 stars. Maybe not.
Or we need items at this point.
Actually, hold on. If we go... Do we have this? So if we wanted to, we could go... But this is like... new tech. Not really that new. It's just because like the way the game plays changes. We can actually get to 6-2 without red. Do you remember if we can do 2 stars on this with 1 plate?
I would just put it to 1.
This is probably the worst of the levels that can have only 1 plate. I might actually like choose to serve out of order just because it's so slow getting dishes turned around. To prioritize higher point tickets. And stay with a combo for the first few. Oh.
Sorry, how about that?
Trying to remind me, like, I'm gonna forget. Do you think we skipped the plain fish?
Yeah. Just some taunting around music.
Yeah, you know.
I got it now.
It's friend of your mind.
Sorry.
We're all friends here. When you cook an item instead of like sashimi, it goes up in points a lot more. So since we only have this 1 plate, we're gonna skip the sashimi orders. So I think we'll go 1 to just clear out World 6.
I think so.
If I have everything correct in my head, I think that's the last thing that could have hard locked us from beating the game. Let's go 2 because I don't.
Okay.
We still haven't legally found control stick. batteries. Okay. You got a lot.
Oh, I know this level. Toaster and I did not have a very good time on this level Friday night, so I'm very excited to study Teapot's strategies here.
Oh, no pressure.
Sorry, I didn't get enough.
None at all. Also, the Eliza, I am purple names. My apologies. I am going to count that as an eggplant pyramid because, in my opinion, channel point redemptions don't count as chat messages. But I'm going to wait until I am 100% able to put my donation towards the incentive.
So one of the carrots, yeah, you gotta double tap the thing. So take it off and double tap the button. There's a dragon's in my way. And then, yeah, now baby move required. Yeah, since the dragon locks the button out, you can like put yourself in a situation where like you feel like you can get to an order, and then it times out and burns. Or the plates burn.
You got it?
I thought I was gonna go around to serve more.
All right, and there we go. $25. To make good on my promises there.
Man of his word.
Well, and with that, I told Guava the koala to get hacked. Chartreuse the giraffe is now in second place in the character bid war for rolled out. So in first place, we still have Snowcone the chicken at $30. But now Chartreuse the giraffe is in second place at 25, and Guava the koala is an edgelord at 20. So CMM and Limga going through, popping the donate link there. Folks, donate. Get it in. $175 more dollars. We get to see Super Mario 64 16-star done with dance pads, which in my mind, I'm just imagining Peking Boo playing a very elaborate game of Twister by themselves on two Twister games at the same time. I don't know how that actually works, but that's how my heart wants to imagine it. And as always, if you are not able to donate, you being here is enough for us, as long as you continue to post trans motherfucking rights, baby, with your channel points every time I ask for donations.
I'm gonna put it on mine.
Oh, this level is a tough one. The layout of the kitchen continues to rotate every so often. If both chefs get stuck in the same zone, they're hosed. They're gonna miss an entire cycle's worth of work. And that's very bad. No, narrow save on that pizza by Toaster.
Calculated. Calm and collected.
And occasionally, as this rotates, we'll see them just completely change roles.
Yep. I got that a little closer. It was calculated, but not cool, calm, and collected. Doesn't matter. Because we're in
Never
2.
mind.
We are currently at 1 hour, 54 minutes, and 15 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good place.
Oh, I also recognize this level.
Mine's ready.
I know that Toaster's very good at missing the guillotine and then having his brain reset.
As you say that. Mine's ready to chop too.
So with this one, they're going to try to keep the cooking receptacles in place as much as possible, which is much easier to do because they have the throw and the dash. By not moving the cooking receptacle, they can just throw cooking ingredients directly onto the fire, and they can use the tortilla to pick ingredients up out of either the pots or the pans.
The window to do it is a lot lower
I'm waiting on dishes.
because of burn leniency.
Oh, yeah.
I played that on thing.
Yep, I am.
So the amount of time, like the window we have to take it off, is just so much lower. Let me cut that over. I'm gonna play that at the time since I need dishes. Yeah, so like
I got it.
the randomizer has kind of put us in a corner where both of the plate related items are missing and we have almost everything else. So right, we're down a plate and I'm washing them slower. So the way the kitchen functions is different. I'm dying on plates.
Oh.
There's spare plate. So I think that would have been it too, because I think it was 820 something. Okay, so that's the final level. 50 stars are needed. If we can get 50 stars, we get to make attempts to complete the game. You want to do that?
It's so long.
The final level will be a little bit of a treat and a refreshing experience after the absolute horror this seed has subjected them to. We'll talk a little bit more about that when we get there.
It's such a good way to end the run. I thought you were going bottom. Take from me. This is a real fun choreographed level.
There we go. So they have the wood to fuel the campfires to make the order cook faster. And an absolutely wild delight of kitchen arrangement. This is actually very hard to follow.
I can't tell you what we're doing because we're doing it so fast. Not you, because
Fine, I'll watch this.
Alright. The first cycle is a little bit easier to follow, but putting on the marshmallows fast enough to take advantage of the residual heat, and then while I wash dishes, she's gonna pull up for the next cycle.
Gotcha. So with the s'mores levels, the nice thing is that they know that they can always start all the marshmallows right away because every order is going to need a marshmallow. So the faster that they can get one set of marshmallows around and cooking, the faster they can make the level overall go.
So that was, since we didn't have burnt leniency, I had to take it off, and that's part of why wheels are coming off the wagon a little bit. We have time for one more cycle. I set to 3 stars. And you watch. Or no, I watch. And everyone. So in terms of things that we might not get for the final level, this dish scrubber, the second dash, and now my brain needs to focus on the final 4 dishes. That's what that's... Yes.
Burn leniency as well could not show up.
Cool.
Which would be pretty rough.
I think one more tip jar, but that doesn't matter on the final level for reasons that we'll explain. You get 1 star. It's fun. Would you rather do that for 1 star or the boss level?
We just got yellow.
Oh, we did. Okay. That like broke my brain. I was not expecting to see a horror level there.
This one's hard.
We could do 2 stars, 2 stars, and then a horror level to finish, because that's fun.
We've got the big gimmick for this stage is going to be the lily pads. As they cross them, a timer starts to make the lily pad dunk under. I personally am very good at not remembering that this happens for the first like 8 minutes of playing one of these levels. Yo, we got a $10 donation from, we're going to try this, Demarine, saying, yo, wait, can I get a trans rights and a Black Lives Matter? And you know what? I can give you both of those. Trans motherfucking rights, baby, and Black Lives Matter. We love to see it. Thank you so much for that donation. That puts us at $2,435, meaning we are $165 away from seeing Peking Boo doing Super Mario 64 16-star with dance pads, playing a human game of terrifying Twister. I genuinely have no idea what this looks like, but that's how I'm seeing it in my head. I'm gonna do it again.
Oh, it's Inari that I'm...
Oh, you're good.
Sorry,
I'm gonna put ! donate for you there in chat, folks. Get those donations in. You too can make a difference for the Equality Texas Foundation.
No more time for cakes. I'm gonna put warm rice on. I'll watch. Cakes are hard, so we're just gonna do sushi. We haven't reached this. Okay, fish. Give me an Inari, please. Please and thank you. Probably a time to add a cucumber. Fire extinguisher. Completely forgot about that one. Almost doesn't matter. There's a couple of levels where it does, but it does mean that if you start burning the kitchen, there's no way to clear the level. You want 3-star this or 2-star?
We should try a 3-star.
Yeah. I like this level, it's fun. I like that we're getting all the levels Reggie and I played in practice.
Yeah, so I get to see what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah, you know, to calm, yeah. Planned.
So this one, the elevator in the center of the kitchen is on a timer. So periodically it will push up for a brief moment and then sink back down. So they have to make cycles for it. The chef that is on the top section in the upper area can throw items across the shrimp to be cut. And and can chuck flour down into the mixing bowls if they are present in the mixers. And then the chef on the bottom right section can toss the chopped ingredients at their leisure.
It's gonna be
if the bowls are in place.
It's gonna be dishes that. That was a slow one. I'm sorry. Yeah, and like no burn leniency to like let me really push the dishwashing either.
Yep.
Sorry.
Burn leniency is a pretty big one to be missing here, because once it starts, there's really not very much time for them to get it off of the burner before they both get dunked.
I would say it's like 5 seconds. Yeah, some. Cute. Trigger up. Alright, whatever you mix right now is the last one. Plus the fish one. Actually,
folks, the event here is benefiting the Equality Texas Foundation, which the Equality Texas and the Equality Texas Foundation work in tandem to secure full equality for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer Texans through political action, education, community organizing, and collaboration. The Equality Texas Foundation seeks to educate, motivate, and activate all Texans to end discrimination based on sexual orientation, gender identity, and gender expression. So, anything that you are able to share to the charity does help prevent situations that are happening in states all over the country and keeps it from happening there in Texas. It enables them to fight hate and spread equality and love throughout the state. Which, if everything is bigger in Texas, so too should be Texas's part. And friendly reminder that, by the way, Comcast, you are still not forgiven by the LGBTQ plus community. How dare you?
Alright, just in the nick of time. That's the final level.
Or sorry, oh boy. How could I? How could I?
Oh boy, yeah.
Do you want to? You know this one.
Yeah, so this level
maybe not.
Is the only level in the game like this. So, unlike every other level, we know exactly what the orders are going to be. They always come in sets of like 4 or 5. And this level also goes by a different rule in that the level ends when we serve the final dish in the order. And that's also time for the run. So we're going through a unusually choreographed set of... I messed up. Okay, we're off off script here a little bit. Basically, every time we play this level, we try to do the exact same thing and serve the orders in a certain way. We're going to be breaking the tip combo a lot because score doesn't matter at all for this level. The only thing that matters is how fast you get the orders out of the kitchen, which is a fun little twist on this. So.
It's one of the only levels in the game that you can really properly rehearse and know exactly what to do at any given moment, every single time.
Since we have fire extinguisher, we can use the left basket. If you don't have that, you actually do a nice throw. When I pull that fish out, the tomato drops in the pan, which is super neat. That left basket, if you use it and a fire spawns in front of it, you actually burn the kitchen down, and it's a whole mess. So that's like one very niche use of the fire extinguisher. And yeah, we're just trying to time it so that I finish serving the last dish as like she finishes cooking it. That's pretty much the only thing that matters, is getting the fourth dish out as quickly as possible. That's my cycle. Yeah, so there, I'm trying to throw on top of the pan so it falls down as you scoop it out.
So once that burger gets picked up from the pan, the one resting on top of the pan just immediately starts cooking as soon as the burger gets pulled out.
And that gets prioritized like that, as that is the last dish, so it's important to get it out. Some double washing, just trying to make up for the dish scrubber. And then here's a fun exploit. So we can cheat and grab this plate and take us with us to the basement, and now we have one extra plate for the rest of the level. So I'm gonna start on rice while she starts cutting the proteins. This one only has 2 items, but it gets a little crazier from here.
I do enjoy that in the final level you get to see a bunch of different cooking stations.
Oh yeah, it's pretty much every recipe, including like the Kevin levels, which are supposed to be fun. Thank you for the call on that. Yeah, it's supposed to be just kind of like it's like truly a final boss. You recap from several things. So. I didn't get to wash an extra dish because of that speed. Here's a little bit of tech. You can actually let go of something to throw it through a portal. No, okay, that's almost disastrous. I put it in the oven because my brain's dumb. I do.
That was that was close.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna flour these bowls ahead of time. Just to try to go distance on the next phase.
It is.
So this is the last set of dishes. So time is actually on the last cake that we served. So one thing that's interesting is I'm going to start with the pancakes. Because unlike the cakes, when you put a pancake in the pan, you get the bowl back. Whereas cakes require the bowl in order to cook. I actually can't reach that. And I also messed up because of focus. So there we go, I messed up the strat that I was talking about. It doesn't matter because we still have enough time to finish. From vanilla, the time that you have remaining is drastically reduced. Oh, we need, can I put that in? Yeah. Okay. Such a silly mistake. Yeah, so you can see, like, I dropped this pancake. So that, like, that would have been the second to last order, and the last one goes in the oven. But now this one's out here all by itself. So it's going to take a little longer. Whew. So this is time coming up when this gets served. And time.
Well done. Trans Rights has completed their goal. The gay agenda has been achieved.
For now.
For now. And in order to help spread the gay agenda, ! Donate. They're in chat for you. Donate to the Equality Texas Foundation.
Yeah, thanks so much everyone for bearing with us for the bit of technical difficulty there. To recap, there was something done by the program that generates this. It thought we could do something that we couldn't. I'm not sure what I'll have to investigate, but ended up having to cheat. So we had a bit of a kind of downtime there, but that was a pretty good run with that excluded. Pretty nice back half. So yeah, just thankful to be part of such a good.
Do you have any shout outs you'd like to give?
Shout out to the tech crew, just for everything you do, and the hosts and all that. Thank you, Reggie, for being a friend
Happy to be here
and providing more support. And yeah, you can Reggie already shouted out Archipelago, but you can find us on archipelago.gg. They're in a whole other suite of games. Go check them out. It's a lot of fun. Play with your friends. And yeah, that'll be me, I think.
All right. Well, folks, thank you so much for watching. This was Overcooked 2 Randomizer featuring Toaster Party and Starry Teapot.